but it'll be okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
I called in because last time there were 2 of us here and class was
I know, and so what happened is,
called today and they don't have your telephone number.
because Jamie texted me.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah, I know
how are
she-
you?
But anyway, I thought, well, I'll come even if it isn't happening, but it's nice to know half an hour early you're not gonna come.
Yes, well, mine was emergency I didn't have,
Son was sick.
yeah, I didn't have
understand.
anybody to
Yeah.
take care of that.
Yeah.
Do you need something, hon? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I was forwarded your email last week about issues at home.
Yes, so I don't know why at home it does it every time. It'll kick me off. I mean, who's been watching me almost every single week I'm at home.
Right.
And then I have to re-log on, so I don't know what it is about me being, because it'll show that I'm full and I'm in the basement, which is where our router is.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on. So I thought, well, let's just try Zoom because I have an account already and I think it's free up to like, good, they're not very happy with me. I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, what do I do? I was like, I don't have everybody's number to like, and they don't all check Facebook. So I was like, even if I put it on there, they're probably not gonna get it.
Well,
So,
maybe you need to think about a better way.
yeah,
Now they're calling.
I know. I was like, I'm so sorry.
You know, it's okay.
I knew it was gonna happen. I hated to send that text to you. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do though. I could bring Cohen, but 2 hours in here, a 5-year-old.
You're more than welcome if that comes to it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you went, your go-to person was your father-in-law,
I know.
I thought that was a howl.
He's so sweet. He's right now taking him to varsity and then gonna go watch my middle. It just, our babysitter, originally when we hired her, she was pretty flexible. She's like, oh, I can kind of fill in wherever, even though I technically hired her Tuesday, Thursdays for my private clients.
Yeah.
Well, then my private clients, summer happened. And so she's like, well, I took on another family on those days because you didn't need me. And I'm like, ah. And then I enrolled my kids in all these camps. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna figure it out. So,
I had, my grandmother and my mother did that.
yeah.
I mean, you just can't do it without some support.
Yeah, you can't.
Particularly working part-time is just crazy.
Yeah, because we can't put him in a center because they're like, well, we need you to be, it's like, he has to be there every day. Well, I'm like, well, I don't really want him there every day if he doesn't need to be. So, yeah, so he's helping today, thank goodness. He was, and next Wednesday, because the same thing, my son's in a tennis camp at Kansas State for tennis. And so I was just like, can you help next Wednesday?
Summer is horrible. I just lived for the day they went back to school.
Yeah.
And not that stinking half day. Just put them in that full day.
Yes, amen.
Get on out of here.
But yeah, I just thought I would try Zoom on Friday.
You see, and maybe what we
See if it doesn't mess up.
Kind of, I don't know. What do you think? You think they'll get it?
Well, that's the thing. I can always, if it's only on Fridays, or really however you would do it, as long as I have a link that I could still post on Facebook for people who are used to that, so they
Yeah.
can click.
Yeah, I was gonna put and I'm happy to do that, like
Sure,
just
yeah.
post a meeting. Because a
Yeah.
lot of them have said they've used Zoom for like church stuff during
Yeah,
COVID.
definitely.
So I like if I put a meeting, as long as they download Zoom on whatever
Right.
device they're using, they should just be able to click it and it go. The other thing I thought about too is there may be some Fridays that I would have to still do at home, but I'm going to talk to my babysitter about how frequent she can just come and make it. Because once he's in kindergarten in the fall, it's not going to be such an issue. Like I could just be, yeah.
Is there a way for folks to come here and watch it on Friday?
I can always come and set up the projector.
I don't know if that's easier for them or for them to stay.
A lot of them don't. I mean, I have my regulars on here, but a lot of them, if they come here on Monday, Wednesday, they don't watch on Friday.
Okay.
So if it was here, they may just go ahead and come. I don't know. That could be something we could ask them.
Ask them about.
Yeah.
Not
So
to tie up your Fridays.
I mean, I'm already coming in on Fridays, so.
I'm gonna go back.
well, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
I think as long as people know about it, if you want to try it out this Friday, yeah,
Okay.
I think that'll work.
Okay. I thought I would make the announcement, say we're just going to try it, see if it, because I know it's frustrating. On Friday, it kicked me off for 30 minutes. It took me all the way till 10 o'clock, and I was like, well, now we've missed the whole. So I was like, you know how that. I'm like, I can't now, and I know they are too. Like you start getting in the groove, and I'm like, I'm just going to say we're going to suspend classes today because it's too frustrating for them too to try to
I
deal
totally
with.
understand.
So, but hopefully it'll be better. Like I even had my husband look at it and he was like, I don't know why it keeps kicking you off because everything on our end looks like nothing should, and then I hit your little button to have it not do that, and it still
Right.
does it. So I'm like, what is the deal? So yeah, so we'll try that and see.
Okay.
Because I used it all during. Now, if it does it on Zoom, then it's my basement, because I did Zoom upstairs all through COVID and never had any issues.
Okay.
So I thought maybe it's something to do with Facebook. It's maybe a little bit more.
You can't find out until we try it, so
Yeah.
might as well try it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do that. I'll just.
And maybe tell people at the end of class day or whenever that, hey, this is what we're going to be trying on Fridays. And
Yeah. And I'll make sure I'm just trying to think of how soon I can post a meeting code. I'll figure that out. Like if it has to be.
And then I know you mentioned it in the email, if you could make sure that you're recording the session
Yes.
so that we can post them again
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
That would be really helpful.
I think it's great that they even have that. I don't know if they had that feature when I was doing it
Yeah, I don't remember when.
for
that-
class, because I would have done that for my other work, and I was like, I don't remember there being a recording option, but yeah, hopefully it'll work a lot better.
That was really all I came in for.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else.
No, that was it. Just that Friday, I get sad for them, because I'm like, I don't know what to do. It just
I was
keeps
gonna
doing
say,
it.
I could see just from the 2-minute video that was up in your message, just the frustration.
Yeah, because I was just like, oh, I feel bad for them, because I'm like, I promise I don't know what's going on, and so much. There's only so much technical experience I have, and then when it comes to that stuff, you're just kind of like, I keep refreshing it, and it just sat there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much. I'll shut this door now that I think the peeps that are coming are here. Good morning, friends.
Few, but they don't grow.
It will grow. We was gonna have. It is.
Last week it was 100, and I could not walk my dog but just a short distance.
Oh.
100 today.
Yeah, we went to the pool yesterday, and I kept trying to get my kids to leave, and they wouldn't. So 2 o'clock, and I had signed up for hot yoga. I know, hot yoga in the summer, but I'm trying to get the weight I gained from COVID and my health issues down. And so I was like, I gotta go. But I literally registered for the class, unregistered, re-registered, because I was kind of trying to talk myself out of it, because I'm like, it's so hot. Like, I just don't really want to, do I really want to sit in hot yoga? I went, but it's been unbearable. And I used to be such a summer girl. Like, I loved summer. The older I get, I'm like, I get cranky. I'm like, I don't want to be out in this humidity. It makes you moody. I was like, oh, it's miserable.
I come from Germany, the mountains, real nice weather, and then I go to Florida.
That's the humidity. What I was going to say is a couple of announcements. So I know Monday was a hot mess. And I don't know any other way to communicate things like that except for text Jamie, because I know not everyone checks Facebook for in person. So I was like, even if I said, oh my gosh,
I don't have that.
yeah, I'm like, I have to cancel.
But if you let Jamie know, she can let them.
And I did. Yeah, I texted her that Sunday night and said, I think it was Sunday afternoon, because I knew by then. I was like,
Do whatever you want, but Susan had asked us all for an email address.
oh, perfect.
Just email as a group,
Okay.
and just say.
Well, let's do that.
That would help. Okay.
That's important stuff for me to know. Yes.
You can do it however you
No, if that is the ease, I want it to, because,
Office here, the main number, then they can tell me. But they didn't have your number.
and they probably, I don't know if Jamie didn't share it. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't want to come here and then we just have to go back home.
No, and I know it takes time and effort to get here, and
But it's also an anonymous.
Just put my name and then mine.
your email hunt. And I felt bad canceling. So and this week, even next week, I had a babysitter, which I still have, but I originally hired her Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because I teach online, so she could just keep him from making noise when I'm online. Well, then my people that I had hired on Tuesday, Thursday, she's not going to do it till fall. So now I have this babysitter. Now I'm like, now what I really need is her on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But because I hired her for the other day, she took another babysitting job. So then this week my kids have had also sporting camps all day. And my 19-year-old, which he should, he decided to go to him and another best friend that grew up with a buddy since grade school. He moved when they were sophomores in high school to Atlanta. So they all flew together to go reconnect. So I don't have my oldest to help either because he's not in state. And so I just kind of went, I don't know what to do. And so I thought about bringing my 5-year-old Monday because I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I almost brought him, and then I was like, that might be hard for him he'd be cute for maybe the first hour, and then trying to keep him happy. Good morning. We're running a little late. We're catching up on some announcements here. The other thing is on Friday. Yeah, you just leave that right there, hon. I'll give it to the next group.
Sorry, I'm so old-fashioned, but I can just go straight from, I used to do computers and all that stuff, and it's not there anymore.
So you want me to tell the front desk?
Tell them, I call them, they tell me. And
Perfect.
it's fine. I don't mean to be a burden to you.
No, you're not being a burden.
I don't want to.
It's
I like the activities, and I'm supposed to do lots of exercise because of my health problems, and I walk my dog, but that isn't enough.
Yeah, you need more. Well, and it's not a burden because they're just going to have my number, and I can call them and say, and it shouldn't. And in the fall, it's going to be a totally different story because my son will be in school 5 days a week. He'll be in kindergarten, so it won't be such a big issue. The other thing is on Friday, if you do check in on, we're going to try Friday, we're going to try to do Zoom and see if that doesn't cause any problems at home. So I'll post the meeting number on Facebook, though, on the Riley County site so you can see it. And then if you have Zoom on your computer or tablet or whatever you're using, you should be able to click that link and have.
Here, Monday and Wednesday.
Okay, but I know you sometimes check in on Friday, so we're going to try Zoom on Friday to see if that doesn't kick us off again. Okay, no excuses then, Judy, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's start with a warm-up this morning. So we have our ball and our weight, but let's just start with a little walk this morning. Loosen up. Poor Leaf was like, I could tell, Jamie, you were so frustrated on Friday. With the 2 minutes that aired, I said, yes, because I get disappointed for them. You're in we were starting to get real into it, and then I'm like, so I was like, I try to, keep a smile on your face, but sometimes you get frustrated. You're like, ah. Yeah. Is somebody trying to come in? They might be for that lady are they doing the COVID today?
Feet. They treat the feet.
Oh, okay, that's very cool. Okay, wonderful. I just assumed it was for more COVID vaccinations. Beautiful. I know. All right, we're going to start to take our legs out and just open. And you don't have to go super fast yet this morning because we're just still warming up our bodies. Well, I will say I got a really nice compliment. We went to a business after hours last week for my husband. The one I didn't want to go to. And some woman came up to me and said, "You're my teacher." And I said, and of course you always think teacher, like a teacher. And I was so confused, and I was like, what? And she's like, I watch you online sometimes. And I said, oh, at the senior center. And she goes, yeah. And then out of nowhere, my husband comes up, and I said, oh, well, Kevin, this is her. And they knew each other, grew up together, actually lived in Chicago for a while, and was really good friends with my husband's sister. And so she's like, I didn't know you were married to this wonderful man. I love him. And I was like, oh, okay. I know. I was like, that is so funny. So you never know who's watching, because some people get on there and they don't say anything, or they watch after I've already, so I don't even know if they watch it. All right, let's stretch it out here.
I have two sisters that live out of town that watch just,
Oh, nice.
because they know what I do and they saw me liking it.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun.
Well, good for them. That's the great thing about technology, right? That you can watch it anytime you want to. My shoulders, I can tell, are really sore from yesterday. I know, because just the rolling, I was like, oh, I don't even have weights in my hand.
I'll be using weights today.
I know, I was like, oh, my shoulders. Oh.
I didn't realize saying it wasn't a problem.
Go ahead and let's stretch it out then. Let's stretch out that arm across our body. Good morning, friends. Yeah, I was all in here, my arm. I'm ooh. Well, I taught a double on Monday, and then yoga just for me, did yoga, so I'm sure that's part of it. I hadn't done yoga in a while. I like to do it twice a week, but then so silly, you miss it just once or twice and you try to do yoga. It's just like the downward dog and stuff. You wouldn't think that would hurt, but you're like, oh my God, my arm. Take that arm up if you choose here, stretching out. I can't see if they're commenting, and I apologize if you are. How about that? Okay.
Tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, yoga teacher Debbie, she's here. She's wonderful.
Oh, good.
Really wonderful.
I didn't know her name or anything. Where did she teach before?
Maybe UFM.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Because I know that they had reached out.
She is. She's a real sweet.
Oh, good.
Very good. She's clearly been doing yoga
Many years. Well, I know that they had reached out when they asked me to do this, like when they threw my name into the pot. Jamie wished that I was yoga, and I was like, oh, I'm not. I was like, I love it. And everyone, I'm going to take my arms back, and you can either interlace your fingers or just hold your arms back if touching the hands doesn't feel. Yeah, I like it too, but sometimes people's shoulders, they don't like to open up that. But they had asked somebody even at Orange Sky, and I don't know if they couldn't for their schedule or just passed on it, but I always thought that was interesting because I was like, yay! I was so excited. Oh, wonderful.
before COVID. One time when Susan was on vacation and she did it. So
Yeah, it was a natural.
she's fun.
Yeah. Let's take that foot forward. We're going to put a soft bend in the left leg and just kind of reach over. You can hold your chair if you need that, but stretch out the back of that calf.
Keep things going. That's probably you're right, Karen. You know, I used to do rehab and exercise and stuff like that when I was working.
We're going to switch legs.
And then you get away from that, you just do some things.
Yep.
Realize they important nothing.
Yes, absolutely.
You've got good balance, Karen.
She does.
Someday I'm gonna get
You will. The more you do it, the stronger you get at your balance. All right, let's stand up, and you can stand. I'm going to stand just so you can see me, but we're going to just come into our little heel raises here to open up those feet a little bit. Nice job. Just squeezing at the top. Nice work. Three, and two, and last one. Beautiful. All right, we are going to start with our strength. Let's start with our ball, and then we'll finish with our weights. I feel like that's a good place to start here. So we're going to hold our ball here in our hands, and we're going to have our feet hip distance apart. And again, we're not going to go into like a super deep squat because I don't want anyone to lose their balance, but just a little squat here, pushing that ball out. So take it as slow as you need to so you can keep that balance going. Nice job. And then start to really think activating the arms by every time you go down, you just push into that ball a little bit. Just squeeze it. There you go. Nice job. Breathe. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job.
My right leg was okay, but my left knee's burning.
Oh no. Well, be careful. Don't go so deep if it starts to turn on that much. We don't want to hurt you. Okay, so we're going to stand nice and tall, and we're just going to work with our shoulder mobility here. So we're going to go arms up and then push it out. Nice job. And keep pushing on that ball. Part of the work in this arms is if we're loosey-goosey, we won't get as much work as if we push. So we're definitely working shoulders and arms by trying to squeeze on that ball. Beautiful. And if you need to take it more in front of your face instead of all the way up here, that's okay. Squeezing into it. Nice job. We're going to hold it in front of us this time and just squeeze and let go. Squeeze and let go. Nice job. This starts to hurt the hands. you can let go instead of here. If this starts to hurt too much, you can just squeeze with your palms. Whatever feels good for you. 4. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe shake out those hands for just a minute. Roll them out, because just holding that ball starts to aggravate them, but it's also good for our warming up those fingers too, huh? So we're gonna keep our ball. I'm just getting a drink here, so grab a drink, Karen, if you need one.
Not my drink, but the water is on out there, isn't it?
I think so. Somebody said, yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Go there later on. I totally forgot it. I always, he got that business.
Yes. I see, and I'm opposite. Probably because I teach so much, I'm like, I forgot my water. Like my water, if I leave it, it's in the car, and then I have to run back out to the car, because I always have water somewhere with me. Okay, we're gonna take the ball here in between and it might take you a minute to roll it down there and get it comfortable. And then we're just gonna squeeze. So you're gonna keep your elbows as much as you can at 90 degrees. And you're just gonna squeeze on the ball. In. This is a little tricky one, right? It quickly turns on those muscles fairly quickly. So now we're gonna add a squeeze and a lift, just little. It doesn't have to be huge. In fact, I prefer it to be a smaller movement. Squeeze and lift. Beautiful.
Squeeze as you
Squeeze and then let go and lift. So it's like a pulse and lift. Pulse. That would just be mean of me if I made you hold that squeeze the whole time. I'm sorry. And then hold it up, hold that squeeze, and you're holding your arms a little higher. Now squeeze on that ball, just tiny, tiny, tiny. This is gonna burn. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the shoulder and roll it out if you need to. At home, which I forgot to mention, sorry, you can use a pillow if you do not have a ball. They don't have to look like this ball either. I've used my kids' balls before that they have around the house, but you could use a pillow. I've even had clients use stuffed animals, because it's really just having something in between that you have to create some resistance with. So, sorry I didn't mention that sooner. It's my fault. Whew. All right, we're gonna do one more exercise with our balls and our arms, and then we'll move to our legs. So we're gonna hold our ball here, okay? And then you're gonna grab it and pull it out. This is tricky. Why am I having you do this? Think about it. You got this. So as we age, it gets harder to hold on to things, right? We can't quite. You might need here, I want you to try this ball, Karen. That might be an easier ball for you.
I think it is.
Yes, these are not my favorite kind of balls, and it's honestly because I'm a yogi Pilates teacher. Those make me think of dodgeball. So these softer balls, but as we age, it gets harder for our body to grab onto things, hold on to things.
This one is not cheap.
Yes.
So I should get it.
Yes, get one of these, friend. Yep. Unless, Judy, if you can do that one, that's great. These sometimes can be a little easier, but we're also, if you think about it, we're working our bicep, because I'm going slow, so you don't want to go fast, and you want it to go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top. Nice job.
Big difference.
Big difference. What this also is good for is if you have arthritis or rheumatoid, I can't say that word, rheumatoid. Thank you, I'm like, I can't say that word. So it's kind of uncomfortable, right? Especially if you have arthritis, but we still want to work it. So then we're going to hold it at the top here, hold this squeeze, and all I want you to do is squeeze into that ball. Just see?
I feel like I'm cheating because I got this one, it's so much easier.
No, you're okay. You're doing great.
It is like,
Maybe it's just the resistance isn't it on anything.
Mm-hmm. And I can feel it. It's also working your wrist here and your palm. When you have arthritis, we all know that shoots all up in there. I have weak wrists, starting arthritis from my thyroid point. It's hard to call it arthritis. It's really, you get a lot of joint discomfort when you have thyroid issues. So this is good for that. So take a break, roll it out. Nice job. If you don't have a ball at home, you could still do this with any sort of pillow or anything, because we just want to create that resistance. Ball makes it a little easier, but whew. So we're going to do that again, other side, rolling down. I feel like we should do this next classes for our big 11 o'clock class. This would be good for everyone. Nice job. Karen's going to write her name. This is my ball. Nice job. Rolling it up nice and slow. Beautiful. Let's hold it at the top here and just work that. This one's not my favorite one. This one hurts me. Every side of our body has one that's weaker, right? This one, like my left hand's like, can feel it. Nice job. Beautiful. Keep squeezing into that ball. Come a little closer so those at home can see. I'm just squeezing into that ball. 5, 4, 1, and then roll out that wrist. Those hands, open and close them a little bit. Feel good? All right. We are going to move on to our, I'm going to move my chair. We're going to move on to our ball. I'm going to turn, maybe I'll turn this way. Sometimes I'll get it eventually, figuring out how the best way for you guys to see me. Okay, to start, we're going to start parallel. Ball or pillow right in between your legs here. And then you're going to stand next to your chair so you have that balance. And to start, we're just going to lift those heels. We've done heel lifts here and we're squeezing. The important thing is you want to try to keep that squeeze on the ball. And it's not so much about how high your heels get, activating those inner thighs, and we're working our balance here. Nice job. Beautiful. Now we're going to hold at the top, and all I want you to do is just squeeze on the ball. So you're just holding your heels lifted and squeeze, little squeezes into the ball. It's like a little pulse. Let go and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out if you need to. All right, we're going to add on. You know my favorite thing is to add on.
Chair wobbly.
Do you want a different one?
She's wobbly.
Yeah, it's probably got one of those one leg, or you know how they have the stoppers on the bottom? It might be, yeah, because it's doing it over there too. So one of the in stoppers probably got messed up. All right, so we're going to add on. So we did a heel lift, then sit back into that little squat. Squeezing on the ball the whole time. If you need to take your one arm up, you can.
I feel like it's
It does feel like that. That's why balls are so good, because we feel like, uh-oh, it might roll away from us, right? So sink those hips back.
I'm glad I know this in here right now.
Hey, it's good for men to do this too. That's what they don't realize. I've had many bar classes with men, and they always say that was way harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm like, mm-hmm. All right, we're going to hold that squat and just squeeze on the ball again. So keep that chest nice and lifted. I'm sitting down in my squat and I'm just little pulses into the ball. You got it. 8. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Shake it out. Yeah, Karen, your pants might not be helping your cause. They could make them slip. All right, so we're gonna work our back body just a little bit, and then we'll sit and do some arm stuff, because I feel like you deserve it. We did some good stuff here. So we're gonna take that ball or pillow behind, and if the ball or pillow ever became too much, you can do this. We've done this in class similar without having a ball. The ball is just gonna make you work a little harder on that. So you wanna make sure this front knee is not way in front and it's not way in back. You kinda wanna keep it right in line with your other knee. Soft bend. All I want you to do, and I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see me. So all I want you to do is foot is flexed and just push, but try not to think about sliding the knee. It doesn't come from the knee, it comes from the muscle. So you can see I'm barely moving, but I'm feeling it, right? You feel it in that hamstring without having to slide it. It can be little, and if you have to drop it a little lower, that's okay too. All right, 4 more, and then we're gonna hold it. 2, 1 more, hold that bend, and all I want you to do is take that heel to the ball. So it's a little pulse up. So you're keeping your leg bent where it was. Squeeze, you feel it in your hamstring? Yeah, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My ball almost escaped, so I cheated on the last one. It went away. Feel it all in the back?
It kicked me in my rumpus.
Yes, your booty will hurt, not hurt, but it's changing, it's working. And then your hamstrings, which typically women and our hamstrings, it's not a great muscle for us. We're pretty weak.
Felt like it was going to cramp up, but it's
Yes, mine too. And that just means it's kind of like, hey, what are you? I don't like this movement so much, but we need it, yes? All right, we're gonna do all that again, other side, and then we'll do our arms. So putting the ball in our leg. I'm trying to figure out how they want to see it here. I'll face them this way. So again, soft bend in that standing leg. You have your chair for support, and you're just keeping that foot flexed. And with the muscle, you're just sliding that leg. That knee moves back just a tiny bit, so it almost goes behind that front knee that you're stabilizing. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna hold it and just squeeze that ball into my leg. These pants aren't great for this ball either. Squeeze. Nice job. Keep thinking about that core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that ball out. Woo. Yes. Do that when you finish your 8, because I know the hamstrings start to talk in those movements. So you can either come into like we call a yogi forward fold here, or you can use your chair and just, you guys probably don't want to see my butt, I'm sorry. Go this way. You can hold your chair for support. You can either touch your toes without your chair, or you can hold your chair for support. And what I like to do is, this is a great one, when you're down, you can bend one knee and then the other, so you can kind of rock back and forth, stretch it out. Beautiful. Nice work.
I think you like hurting my rear end.
I like getting your rear end strong.
I know.
All right, slowly roll yourself up inch by inch so you don't get dizzy. Whew, we'll grab a drink and we'll move on to nice job. That went fast this morning, jeez. Some mornings I'm just like, oh. I'm like, I didn't have everything I had planned in my head is the other night in Spin we had Pride Ride for Pride Month, and I had all these songs in my head because there's actually a lot of fun songs to pick for Pride Month. So I had Madonna, Cher, all the good ones, and then I look at my watch and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be way over, and I still have like 2 or 3 songs. So I was like, we're gonna do one more song, we're gonna run over class, but it's for a good cause. So it was a lot of fun. All right. So we're gonna work our biceps this morning, right here. This is where we'll start, and then we'll layer on. Full extension, really squeezing, and think about really lowering, nice Judy, lowering those nice and slow so we get that activation from top to bottom. Nice job. Breathing, good work. All right, let's do 5 more and we'll switch up what we're doing here. 3, 2, and 1. I know these are not your favorite, but they're so good for your hips. So we're gonna take ourselves into that wide Second position, wide V, whatever you like to call it. So toes are out, heels are in. They can't see me. Whoop. So we're gonna stand like this, and you're only gonna take it down where your knees point over the middle of your feet, not forward. So you may have to stand a little taller, that's okay. Because we don't want bending over this way, so that everything is square over your hips. So now we're gonna take our arms into T curls here. Standing nice and tall. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see me at home too. So what I always try to tell people is we tuck our pelvic under a little. We don't want our booty to stick out. We wanna pull it under. And our spine is long. Beautiful. Nice job. All right, if you choose, you can just try it, We're gonna lift one heel and lower, and then the other. Just one at a time. It can be real slow, it doesn't have to be super fast. If your balance feels uneasy, then the heels are optional. You don't have to do the heels, but it can be tiny, tiny, or it can be big, big. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. That, the wide V I always says has the wraparound effect, right? A whole leg is hurting. All right, to finish out here with our arms here, we're gonna take our legs all together and then just rotate those hips. So heels are touching, toes are turning out. And we're gonna start with our goal arms. So we're gonna start right here, just opening that goal post and closing. Beautiful. Nice job. I'll turn to you at home so you can see me. Just opening and closing. Keeping that spine nice and tall. All right, now we're going to add on. So we're gonna just push those knees out just a little bit. Just go down a little bit. Those heels do not come off the ground. Now let's add a shoulder press and a goal post. Yeah, Karen. Little trick there of our mind. With the brain, I'm tricking you here. Out and up, you got it. Out and up. Breathe into it. 5. We're gonna hold that shoulder press. Hold that bend in those knees. 3, 2. On this last one right here, we hold low and just pulse. Breathe into it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh.
Glad you can't count any further.
Grab a drink. Nice work. Oh, I feel like it's so hot in here, but.
When I go to the bathroom, go to the water fountain.
Of course, of course, of course. Whew. Nice job. Some of those positionings are no joke, right? So we're gonna work our lateral. We haven't done a lot of lateral, so we're gonna stand next to our chair, and we'll just start with the arm to start. Just one weight, Karen, honey. Just one. Yeah, you're okay. Just one. Yep. So starting here, then we're going to work our balance this morning to finish out class. 4, and then we're going to add our leg. 3, 2, start to add that leg up to the side. I'll turn to the side here. It doesn't have to be big. You can options just leave your toe, or you can lift a little bigger. Your chair is there for support. Really squeezing the booty. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it out. Whew. One more side. We're almost to the cool down. We're almost there. Nice job. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So starting just with lateral raises on the right side, lifting and lowering. Breathing. Nice job. 5. We're going to add that leg. 4, 3, 2, and start to add that leg up, up. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake out the shoulders if you need it. We're going to do one more arm series, and that's for our favorite muscle, our tricep. Everyone hates those.
She loves to make us miserable.
I like to make you strong.
It's so good for us, I tell myself.
It is. And triceps, again, something about women and our back body is typically very weak. So triceps, hamstrings, our back tends to be very weak. Now, we have, like most women, biceps are pretty strong. Top of our quads, usually pretty strong. For some reason, women in our back bodies would just struggle. Then you see men with like their triceps are just like, I don't know, we just can't get there. I don't know why. So we're gonna hinge just a little bit over your hips so you can get this extension. So first we're just gonna start with a row it up and really think about squeezing the shoulder blades together and keeping those arms just like that. Squeezing, and then we'll add on those triceps here in just a few moments. But we keep that back nice and flat, so we don't want to arch. 4, so we'll do a row, and then we'll go into a tricep. 2, last one, and kick it back, and push it down. Row it up, kick it back. Again, not so concerned with getting your arms real high. So it can literally just be right here. It's just getting that tricep nice and engaged. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna hold it back in 3 more. We're gonna hold those triceps back. 1 more, hold the tricep nice and engaged. And all I'm gonna have you do is turn it over and up. So rotate those wrists. So your triceps are in that, I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did it. Woohoo! Yes.
Your muscles, you know, I think she's doing this for the fun of seeing her.
Not true. All right, we're gonna.
She hurts too.
Oh yeah, I do hurt. Yes.
I know you hurt.
I always say I'm in it with you. It's not when you teach. I think it's funny because I'll have students say, "You can't possibly be sore anymore as much as you teach." I'm like, "Yes, you're sore every time. It's just not. You know, when you first start a new thing and you can't hardly pee, right? Because everything hurts so bad because you worked out. You don't have that anymore. But I'm always sore. My husband makes fun of me. He's like, you kind of are like an old lady, because I'll get up and I'm like, oh God. If I've sat too long, I'm like, because my muscles are tired from all the working out.
But how do you do 3 sessions? Oh, that's
Here? Yeah. I just think my has like become used to teaching. We had, take those arms and give yourself a hug here. We had a change of management, or ownership I should say, at the studio I worked downtown in Aggieville about 3 years ago. And I had just got certified, and the person that I had known for years that was leaving, was her business. She was just very clear that she was only going to open yoga. She wasn't going to have bar and spin anymore. And I was like, well, I have to stay where I have a job. So I stayed with the new ownership, but all of her people, literally, I think we had 12 people leave, like short. So I ended up, to keep the bar program alive the summer that all happened, I had to teach. Monday, I taught 2 bar classes, like one at 10, one at like 5. Wednesday, same exact schedule. And then I still had my spin classes were still my classes. And I did that for the entire summer until we were able to build the program back up. So I think my body just kind of got used to constant. Yeah. I'm glad it's not like that anymore, but I still, you know, my dream schedule is, you know, I teach a double on Monday. So I work here and then I teach back-to-back bar and spin. But that's actually the way if I could do that only twice a week, where I do like Monday 2 classes and then Thursday 2 classes. So I'm teaching 4 times there, but just twice. I just think that would be the dream schedule instead of coming every single day, but that's really what I have to do. So forward fold and stretch out the legs. But who knows? I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to do that for, my husband's like, you know, I don't think you're going to be 65 and teaching that many classes. I'm like, probably not. I hope, though, the dream, right, is to still be teaching. There's, we do have this woman that comes to my classes, and I adore her, and she's got to be, I'm terrible at guessing, but I would guess. And she comes to our spin classes, and her legs look like the legs of a 30-year-old. They really do. She is just like so strong. She comes to these spin classes, and I'm like, and she spins with her husband. You know, they'll bike in the community, so they're big cyclists. So that's a good idea, Judy. I like that. See, sometimes you guys just give me ideas. I'm like, that's a good stretch. So we'll see where it takes me. I'm always... Yes, yoga, yes, would be really good. Beautiful. Now let's take those one arm at a time. Let's do a big shoulder rolls here, just one arm. Nice job. And other direction, squeezing it nice and slow behind you. And I've also been told I've always been like kind of an Energizer bunny. That's how I knew when I got diagnosed with my thyroid something was wrong, because I was wanting to sleep easily 11 hours a day. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I would fall asleep. Like I'd get on the couch at home and no matter where I was, I could just fall asleep. And my husband's like, do you have mono? I'm like, I don't know what's going on, because I have a sleeping problem. I'm not a great sleeper. Like even at night, you know, my brain won't shut up. I feel like that's a woman thing. I feel like a lot of women tell me they cannot turn their brains off. And I'm like, okay, well, so that's when I knew something was wrong, because I was like, I want to sleep. I have no energy. Like I am just like, so I just got tested and started, I thought I was premenopausal, because I was just really a mess. I was crying, and then I'd be mad. I was all over the place. So, it is. Beautiful. Let's just walk it out. And you can like stretch out your arms to finish this out, kind of swing them around, whatever feels good this morning. We worked hard, ladies. Nice job. Now every time I bring the balls out, you guys are going to be like, oh, do we have to do the balls?
Well, if you do the right kind of ball, it's
Yes.
hard.
Yeah, we started with those orange, like I call them dodgeballs. When I first started, and I didn't love them, and I really advocated for the studio. I'm like, can we please get real Pilates balls? Because those are not, and they don't have these have more give too. So even when we haven't.
I remember Susan used to load them up. She had a little,
Uh-huh.
she would make them more firm.
See, and I like them a little give, but if we were doing stuff with a mat, if we were doing prone work, which I call it back work, sometimes it's good to have this so you can lay on the mat, and you could try this at home, where you put this under here. I'll do it on this floor. It's not going to hurt. So if this was underneath so it gives you a little give so you can get off the floor. And so I'm squeezing my back and I'm getting some back. So these balls I would prefer over those dodgeballs. And we haven't done prone work because I know I got in trouble. Yeah, I got in trouble though online. Were you on my? I was doing some, we call it dead bug. So maybe we'll try that in here now that you guys are here. But when I did it at home, people were not very happy with me because they didn't want to have to get up and down off the floor, which I get if you have knee problems and stuff. But
for advanced classes, is that okay?
I feel like it is too, yes. And because I couldn't see, I can't see you at home. So when I first started, I was like, I just kind of came up with And I did it safely. Like I had them, you know, one, use the chair and get down on the floor and get up. But they didn't love it, which I get. But I was like, I'm with you. If it's advanced, I feel like I want to make sure the people that are coming advanced, they want that extra push a little bit. And honestly, for all ages, back work, prone work, we're not doing anything too crazy. We're literally just lifting our spine and squeezing. So maybe we'll do that next week. We'll do that on Monday. We'll get the mats.
I used to lay on my stomach,
Mm-hmm.
but I got so much arthritis in here,
Mm-hmm.
I can't lay down that way anymore.
Yeah, but you know, movement with arthritis actually
It's good for you.
helps us a little.
Even if you have to take it super slow because you haven't done it before. And I also like to we do it on the floor. It's called dead bug. And actually, actually my chiropractor taught it to me, and it's a great exercise. So, you know, you're not really moving a ton, but you're concentrating on keeping your abdomen into the mat and just moving. And we start slow. So first we just start with the arms, and then maybe we just move the legs, and then we'll do opposite. But they call it dead bug because a lot of us, our spines happens, anything we move our legs, then our back pops up off the mat. So we're trying to really focus on getting that core to like stay buried, so it's not a very deep movement. So some people are like, we're not even really doing anything. I'm like, because I'll do it with my young girls, and they're like, I'm like, if you're doing it the right way, you should feel it. You should. It's work.
I'll start doing it on my bed.
And you can, yeah. Actually, in one of them, when I did it at home, a woman at home said, one lady didn't like it because she didn't want to go on the floor. The other one said, well, can I do it on my bed though? And I said, yes, you can. Anywhere that's softer, that feels more comfortable.
You know, you could kind of do it in a chair, like just kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could. That's a good idea, yeah. That's a good idea.
I mean, it still holds.
Yeah, and we do some core work in here in the chairs, for sure. Thank you for joining us. I want to say real quick that if you watch me on Fridays, we're going to try a new method. We're going to make sure that you download the Zoom app to your tablet or phone, and then I'm going to post the meeting link for that class on the Riley County Senior Center page, and you can click that link as long as you have that app downloaded, and then it'll take you right to that class on Friday morning. And if you'd like to be on my list, that's a good point. If you'd like to be on my list for knowing when I do have to cancel classes, send me your email, or you can comment your email right here, and I'll add you to my list for when I'm gone. So that's a good idea. I'm going to open this door for Meredith if he comes. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm just a one and done.
Yep, she always comes to the first one.
I will. I hope you guys all do too. Okay, thank you. I go visit my mama.
Oh, have a good meeting with her.
Where she was, she said, Via Crescia Prestige. I love it. It's a great facility. That's really good to know. I just live about over there.
I'm about 99% sure. Then I'll this one here, and I told her chart.
happy that they're missing me, but I was like, sometimes something happens. But I told Jamie, so kind. What anyone think? He got another spot. Like, I can't. But then she sure I can do Wednesday next month too. So I'm like, take off. Children all under the age of 13. Good morning, everyone. We're going to get ready to start here. And now that I see some friends on, if you hop online on Fridays to watch me, we're going to switch the format. We're going to try it out on Friday. We're going to do Zoom. So if you're familiar with Zoom, you just need to download the app on your tablet or phone. And I will post the link to the meeting as soon as I can in advance on this page. So you'll see me post the meeting link. If you have the Zoom app downloaded, you should be able to click that link and get right into the meeting class for Friday's session. So we're going to try it on Friday to see if that works a little better from my house so it doesn't kick us off. So welcome, welcome. See you Monday.
See you then.
Have a good weekend and rest of the week, I guess.
Somebody else in here?
Oh, in here? I know. Well, we used to have this, we've talked about this. We had a couple other friends. We have people online. Gisela is online.
Oh, she is.
And Carol from Washington. Remember? Carol Zinger. Remember we had that? Garrison. We had that. When did we talk about that? A few weeks ago, I feel like. And she was from, I didn't know her, but she may not be before my time of being there.
Well, I knew there were a lot of singers, but I didn't know her that well.
Yeah, there are, yes. I knew from Haddam there was Zinger family, because there was a girl my age named Becky Zinger, and she was my age.
What's her husband's name?
Karen wants to know what your husband's name is. Can I? Yeah, can I? No, why is it going that way? Okay. Oh, there you are. There you are.
Over there.
Right here. It's hard though, because it only it just does like a little teeny
Oh, there.
picture.
Well, I grew up in Washington, and I was just wondering what your husband's first name is.
Can she hear us?
It's not important.
Or she might have stepped away from the two. All right, we're gonna get started, friends, with our warm-up. And you know what? I'm feeling like I want to sit for this. Is that fine with everyone? You have the option to stand.
Need any help like that? I'm gonna hang up and you have a good day.
Oh, she answered you, hun. Gail Garrison.
Man is telling me that they're taking care of people, and he is at the healthcare center. Very foreign accent, and he keeps trying to tell me that they're going to take care of me.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, no, I would just hang
Oh,
up.
I get some of the weirdest calls. I don't even answer most of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even pick up the phone.
Karen, she said Gail Garrison, and he grew up in Delphos, Kansas. Is that how you say it?
Elvis,
Yeah, Kansas. Yeah. Huh.
thank you.
She said thank you. All right, we're gonna start seated.
I knew some of the family.
Yeah. And you can do this standing if you want, but we worked hard in the first session, so my feet are hurting actually. So we're just going to start by walking with in our chairs this morning. Nice job. Just lifting those knees up, keeping our spine nice and tall. Oh, it's Meredith. I closed the door thinking he wasn't going to come until. Hi, come on in.
Are we doing anything?
He's recruiting people. He's good at that. He is. We are. We just started.
I tried to recruit Leila and that lady, and they don't want to come in.
Toenails, you better leave them alone.
You're gonna have more people than this.
This middle section, I don't know. We got people online.
You want to get some weights and stuff on? What do you
Well, he likes to do it himself, but I will, Meredith.
get your weights?
See, that's right, just walking.
Yep.
I hear you. Well, get some weights and a
So we
ball.
can get some weights.
And say he normally likes to do it himself.
All right.
All right.
Well, I need to lay down and somebody walk up and down my back.
Oh, gosh.
No volunteers?
You got to go to a chiropractor.
Better pick out somebody skinny.
Yeah, I don't know. I would not want to walk on you.
I'd do it for you.
God. See, girls usually don't like people walking on their backs.
That would be the end of my day.
I used to make my littles when they were like really little, because they were like 25 pounds. But yeah, I'll walk on my back. But after that, I'm like, no, thank you. Too much. We're just kind of walking in place this morning.
I guess
You get such heavy weights.
it's the time out here so I can relax, huh?
Why did you get such?
You want the 5-pound
Well, he's
weights?
got 5 pounds.
He usually gets 5.
Why don't you get 4 or 3?
Why don't I? I'm not a weakling.
Okay.
I'm not a weakling.
Face mask off so you can say your handsome face.
Oh, he likes to keep it on because
No,
he's sick, so he likes to keep it on.
Just fishing for compliment there.
Wouldn't dare.
Now you're incognito.
Let's take our arms up
I have no idea.
and pull them in. Well, just because we have people online, I want them to make sure they're getting what they need from us this morning. So you're just going to lift and then pull your arms behind you a little bit. Bending those elbows. Nice job. Oh, she said something else. Oh, fun, Carol. Becky is the daughter of her cousin, the girl I said I knew. She was my age. Becky Zinger was my age. I didn't know her well, but I knew who she was. Small town USA.
I haven't lived there for so long.
Oh, me either. Some people will, I'll see if I ever do go back, somebody will be like, I remember watching you run track. And I'm like, I don't.
I said it better in my poem about the boy in the small town.
Let's take those arms up and then take them back like you're gonna grab your, or you can slide them behind you. We're gonna open up our chest here. Shoulders, feel good. So we're gonna hold our arms back and then just take that left ear to left shoulder. I couldn't think of what I was saying. And then if you want deeper, you can kind of look down at that pretend pocket, stretch it out a little bit more. Breathing into that stretch. And then slowly come out of it. Maybe do some gentle rolls before we switch to the other side.
There's so much creaking going on.
Take it nice and slow. We don't want to hear it pop. We try to be kind to it. And when you're ready, take right ear to right shoulder. And again, just gently look down at that pocket. Stretch it out there.
And go to sleep.
And go to sleep, Meredith says. Go to sleep. All right. Okay, we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to stretch out our legs. So alternating, just stretching those knee joints here. Nice job. Is this getting hot out there, Meredith? Is this getting hot outside?
Yeah, it'll warm right up
Yeah.
to 95.
Ugh.
Yesterday was 100.
Yeah, I got in my car after boys' swim lesson and it was 107 in my car and I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, they've been talking a lot on television about people making sure they check that they don't forget the children.
Oh gosh.
Put your purse in the back seat.
We're gonna keep our right leg lifted.
That is so tragic.
I
When
know.
somebody leaves
The
their
temperature's cold.
baby in the back seat all day.
Oh my, I don't even know why. I don't understand.
Well, you know, I can't imagine doing it, but some people are on their way to work and they don't usually have their baby there.
Yeah,
And they get all,
flustered and,
can't imagine doing it, but it would be awful.
yeah, ugh.
It didn't get so hot in
And
the area, but it got cold.
Yeah,
It really got cold.
Ugh.
The only time Korea didn't smell, you know, because they used human feces from their rice paddies for fertilizer.
What?
And
Gross.
Korea just smelled.
I did not know
The only
that.
time it didn't smell was when everything is frozen over.
Oh,
See, the rice paddies would be frozen and
oh my
Or when
goodness.
they do that kimchi stuff.
I know
that
how
really
we were
smells.
all sick.
I
Yeah.
can remember with a Mickey Mouse boots on, which are special for
Mhm.
people there, and all kinds of stuff like this, and be in the back of a truck riding along, go through a village. I saw a little kid about this big, had nothing on but a t-shirt.
Oh,
I mean, I was freezing,
yeah.
and there he was out there playing with just a t-shirt.
Oh my goodness.
I thought, you don't tell me you can get accustomed to the cold.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just going to come into some heel raises seated with our toes. Nice.
Short, I have to scoot forward.
You usually have more than this here for this side.
Oh, yeah,
We've had before, but
got more on there than,
uh-huh.
okay.
Yep. Just slowly grow. I think until fall, it's probably just gonna, because people are just, I have a friend that they just opened the Canadian borders and she's Canadian and they have not, she has two children under the age of 3. They haven't seen their grandma in 2 years. So they just found out the borders are open, so they leave July 17th for the rest of the summer because her husband's a professor. So I'm so excited for them. I'm like, I can't not seeing your mom for 2 years with small children. They FaceTime like every night. Her mom will call in and read the kids' stories. I know, it's so
not
sweet.
like getting a hug.
It's not like seeing your, yeah, you want to hug and kiss your family.
Want some gum?
I'm good, thank you.
They stick to my dentures, thank you.
All right, we're gonna grab our weights. And I'm gonna have us scoot up just a little bit because we're going to reverse bicep curl. We're gonna lift our leg and then lift our bicep the opposite way. And then we'll switch to the other side, but we'll do one side at a time. Lifting and lowering. Nice job. Beautiful. 6 more here, keeping that spine nice and long, pulling that core back. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch other side here. Lifting and lowering. Nice job. Breathing. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna take our arms down by our sides and come into those nice biceps, because we use those a lot. So I wanna get them nice and worked out here this morning. Squeezing them up. Nothing like the sound of the fan to soothe you this morning. I can hear it. I know we do need music. I haven't forgotten. And come up with a good music playlist. We need something that has a good beat, but it's not distracting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna go back into those leg raises, but we're gonna bring our arms forward and down. So forward and down. Nice job. Really keeping that spine long, so we don't want to hunch over as much as possible. We want to lift nice and tall. Taking your arms only as high as feels good for you. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, I forgot to lift both arms, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, silly. Stretch it out, roll it out if you need to. Okay, we're gonna add on, but we're gonna go to the side. So we're gonna do our lateral raises, but we're gonna step out to the side and out to the side. Nice job. Breathe into it. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah, nice job. All right. All done. Just kidding. Okay. We are going to work our wrists this morning a little bit. So you're just going to take your wrist out and bring them back in. Almost like if we were picking up a heavy pan. So working those wrist mobility here. Nice job. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those hands. We're going to come forward and let our hands, our palms and everything just kind of hang, and we're going to roll up the weights. Again, strengthening our wrist. Nice job. And then in 5 more, we're going to turn our wrist around here. 3, 2, and 1. So now we're just going to rotate our wrists up, or our palms, I should say. Palms up, palms down. Good job. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake out those hands if you need to. Whew. All right. We're going to work our shoulders and a little bit of our biceps here, but we're going to do wide biceps, but instead of thinking like a bicep, think about a reach and then pull them back up and in. There you go. Reach. I'm going to turn so they can see me. So reaching out to the side and then pull them in. Out and in. And you're thinking about pushing them down a little bit. So it's almost like a down reach and then a pull back up. There you go. Down and pull. Breathe into it. 6, 5, 4, 2 more, 2, and 1. Ooh, I felt that one. Nice work. Okay, we are going to do one more arm thing, and then we're going to do some abs because we all need to work our core, and then we'll do some balance stuff. So we're going to sit nice and tall in our chair. We're going to start with our open goalpost, and then we're going to close. So open and close. Spine stays nice and long. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, we're going to add on, we did this the first session, but we did that little knee bend. We're not going to add the knee bend, but we're going to lift into a shoulder press, out to a goalpost, in and up. Nice work. Out, in, up. Keep with your breath, inhaling, exhaling when you push, inhaling and exhaling. 5, 4, you got this, I promise. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I always think that's the worst one. It's maybe because I'm just sore and I'm being a baby today. All right, we're just gonna hold one weight. And we're gonna scoot just a little bit so you can use your abs here. So I'm gonna lift my feet like this. If that feels good, you can. That's just extra. You're gonna reach over, up, and over. So really think about that twist. So I want you to lean back a little bit. That's why we scoot away from our chair. So we're activating that core as we over. If the weight becomes too much, you can do this without a weight. So if your shoulders start to talk to you too much, having that weight, you can let go of it. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Oh. All right, shake it out. I feel like my shoulders are really screaming at me. All right, we're gonna sit nice and tall, and you're gonna lift that weight to the knee. So really working that core. So sit back just a little bit, so you kind of create a C with your body. So that's what you're kind of going into here. Again, you don't have to use the weight. You can let go of it. Nice job. 8. Breathe into it. 4, 3, 2, and 1 out. I know, why is it hurting so much, Karen? I'm with you. I'm like, oh my God. So we're gonna let the weight go.
Well, listen, you weren't here in the first session.
Yes.
I don't want to listen to you complain.
You doing this, Steve?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna keep my deltoid here.
Yes. Well, and that movement, it does work that whole thing. I'm with you. It's tender. So we'll put our weights down to finish class this morning. Last core thing we're going to do is we're scooted back. We've done this before. Feet are flat on the floor. You can take your arms. Remember, I Dream a Genie. So we're just going to inhale and exhale, lift that core up. Inhaling back and exhale. Nice. Just a little bit so you can feel your back, and your core has to work to touch the back of that chair. Nice job. Inhale, exhale, release.
It's not too hard. No, I like this.
Yes.
I've been doing this for a while.
This is easier, right? Especially than even on the floor. This is kinder to your spine, but we're still using that core to pull ourselves up. It's just a little bit kinder to our body. I mean, this is something you could practice at home for sure. Nice job. Let's do 6, 5. Nice job. 4. Keep with that breath work. 3. And 2. And last one. Release, shake it out. We're going to go to standing to finish out class.
I'm gonna have a beer.
I did last night. I'm not supposed to drink beer. It's bad, my doctor says. But when it gets hot, I turn into a farm town small girl. It gets super hot. I'm like, nothing tastes better than an ice cold beer. So I stopped my husband. I went to yoga, which I know, yoga and beer, but whatever. I went to yoga. My husband had the kids because he took them to a movie. And I was like, I'm going to go get me I just got a little 6-pack. I didn't drink it all. But I was like, I just got a 6-pack and had a couple of beers. It tasted yummy.
Beer didn't hurt you.
Yes. I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have it, but
Just don't drink and drive.
oh gosh, no. That's why we have Uber and Lyft these days, right? That's why I tell my son, my 19-year-old, there is no excuse to ever drive when you've been drinking, because you have Uber and Lyft nowadays. You literally have somewhere to go. You call, I'll pay for it, whatever. You just better not do it or you're in big trouble. But he knows that he'd get his car taken away. So.
If he makes it home, okay, that you can.
Yes, yes. But yeah, but he knows his friends came one time and I knew that they were all going out, and I just stopped him and I said, you know how I feel. And the kids were like kind of harassing him, and I was like, I'm talking to all of you as well. I don't care if it's one drink or not, you all, there's no excuse. There's Uber and Lyft. And I was like, Kaden, you also know you can call me. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. If you're in a bad way, I'll come get you. And he was like, yeah, Mom, you're embarrassing me. I'm like, but you know my rule, and I'm talking to all of you. I know all your parents. I will call all of them. And they were just like, okay, Ms. Lowell. All right, we are going to do our balance and finish out class this morning. So, we're going to stand next to our chair here, and we're going to take our toe behind us. Just hold it back, or your foot. You can just take it back a little bit here. Yep. And all you're going to do is lift that foot up a little bit. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Just a little bit. Just lift it up. It doesn't have to be all the way up, right? We're working our balance. Breathe. Nice job. Just a little toe lift and lower. Nice job. Lift and lower. 4. We're going to hold it. We're going to hold our balance. We're going to hold that toe up if you want to. And hold it and just lift, little tiny, tiny lift. Just hold it off the ground if you can. There you go. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Let's do a little walk while we shake it out before we go to that other side. Just get a little step in our... I said at the pool yesterday to my son, you need to get a little pep in your step. And he goes, what's pep in your step? And I said, well, Cohen, you need to get a little happy. I guess I had never used that expression to him before. He had no idea what I was talking about. Oh, nice work. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to that other side. So we're going to step our right foot back and then just come into those little tiny lifts, checking with your balance here. Nice work. Holding that core nice and close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we're just going to hold that leg up. Nice job. Keep squeezing, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out. Stretch out those legs. You did it. Now we're ready to cool our bodies down. Stretch it out. Nice work. There you go. I like that idea. If you ever want to just walk around the chair, you can. It's a good idea. It makes me dizzy. The older I get, I used to be able to, swing my kids around. Even that, I can't. I get real dizzy really easy.
I used to be able to stand on one leg all day if I wanted to.
Yes.
Things change.
All right, we're going to take our foot up on our chair. So hold your chair so you can get that nice stretch. If you want to do this seated, you can. You just reach over that toe. Stretch out that foot a little bit. Yes. That should feel nice because we did the heel raises and that other stuff that was working the back of your legs in the first class. Go ahead and switch legs when you're ready. Keep a little bend in that knee so you don't hyperextend. Want to be kind to our joints. Nice work. Then we're going to bring both of our feet together and we're just going to lean over our chair. So we're going to hold our chair the whole time, but we're just kind of coming into a fold here. So you should feel it all the way. Keep your feet flat. You're going to feel it all the way up the back of your legs, maybe into your glutes a little bit. And slowly rise up so you don't hurt yourself. Let's shake it out. Do our noodle arms. Nice job. Good work, everyone. We're going to put our hands on our hips and we're going to do our little hula. So take this as slow as you need to. If you need to feel that hip get a little stretch. You can also do this in your chair if you wanted to. Nice work. And then when you're ready, switch directions with those. Beautiful. 2 more. And release. Let's take those arms out wide. Exhale, push them together, interlace those fingers around. Feel free to kind of roll it around where it feels good. Work out those kinks. And then let those arms come down in front of you and then roll yourself up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine. One more time here. Work out any of those kinks. And roll it down. Nice job. Remembering we're going to scoop up that love for ourselves. We forgot to do that in first class. I got distracted with all our stories, but we are going to remember the love for ourselves. So inhale up. Exhale, heart center, release. Nice job. Thank you everyone for attending on home as well. We have one more session if you care to stay at 11. And I'm going to open this door so people can maybe get in a little easier.
You guys have such quiet exercise classes.
Oh, you haven't heard Meredith say his jokes.
Oh.
We need music. That's my next step, music. She said we have such a quiet exercise class. I said, well, you haven't heard Meredith's jokes though. That's why. Then we'd all be laughing in here.
Hey, did you bring any jokes today? Any jokes?
Any jokes?
She asked if you brought any jokes today. Did you bring any jokes?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I always have jokes.
Maybe.
So save them for the next class.
Great, thank you.
I don't know who's all coming, but I'll just get the balls out. They got tiny. They don't.
That pump still in there?
It might be. I was trying to find these ones are little, or maybe they can use these. Because I don't mind.
That goes,
Uh-huh.
that's what she always did,
Yeah.
and they got too small.
Well, I think these are meant to be small. I think these ones are, which is fine for what we're doing. It might work. It might be okay, because I don't want those rubber balls. We'll just see. We'll see what happens here.
You women can't. No. I know. You could accept the rest before you get out of town.
That is your daughter and my daughter.
We'll do this one. I'll do the big one. Wonderful, Carol. Thanks for letting me know.
All right, where are those hordes and hordes of people there?
Well, it doesn't start till 11. They got 10 minutes. They got 10 minutes to get here.
Always coming.
Well, they have been coming, but I don't know. Always. They
Yeah.
have been coming.
Yep.
They probably had lunch here, maybe.
Could be. When does your driver's license expire?
I just had to get a new one. Yeah,
Mine's
so
good till 22.
where does it say? 2027.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I just got it not too long ago.
Oh, I think mine's good till next year.
Because I had to finally get the,
Sure, you're not.
What's 2027, renewal?
Yeah, but I had to finally get a new one because they made you get the new star, the ID on it, and we're going to Mexico for Christmas.
Mine's 24, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have that little,
Star, yeah. So it wasn't actually time for me to renew, but I had to for the ID thing, so which is fine.
Play dodgeball.
I know we could.
We got enough balls here. Mm-hmm. I used to play that with my kids.
Yep, we do too. We in our basement in the winter, they like, because we have this wall ledge, and so they like to stand in front of the ledge and we try to hit them, and the kids run.
The whole school in the gym and play dodgeball, and they used to, if they ever hit me in the ball, they'd be so happy.
Well, we went to, they have this place now outside on Highway 24 called Bounce It Out. So it's all these bounce houses, big ones. And they had beach balls in there. And so the other day I played that with my 5-year-old, trying to hit each other dodgeball in the bounce houses. It was fun.
They have soccer balls with some of the air let out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's fun. Good morning.
Some new folks.
one person more.
Glad to see you made it.
Is it real hot out there?
It's getting hot.
Yeah.
But I've been having
Well, you're dragging the end of your own cord, so you must not be completely worn out. You're dragging yourself in.
Yeah,
Instead of somebody dragging you in.
somebody's dragging me out.
That lady looks like the one. I have a picture of this lady who's 92 years old.
Like the
She's
one
holding
over
on to
there.
a lamppost. She's got one legs are straight.
Ah.
And she's got one leg going up like this and one leg going down.
Oh my goodness.
92 years old.
Oh my goodness. That's impressive.
Just like that.
Maybe it's her.
She's got a clock cane, so I don't think she's doing that anymore.
Her last big experience.
I ran across that ad, bring it down.
Well, I don't wonder how many people wanting to do that.
No.
Able to do that.
You need some weights. What? Weights?
Oh, these little things here.
No, you don't.
I can get them for you if you'd like.
Was that lady still alive when you come here? The one on the
I
right?
don't know. I think she was when the picture was put up, but I,
That's the one this room's named after.
Yeah.
She never did. She's gone before I ever.
Well, I know that Gisela probably won't be here because they were online.
yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, so maybe they weren't coming. So that'll be 2 people short. I have to get pumped up to go teach class after this.
Oh my gosh. How many hours?
Just one. It's one class, but it's high intensity because it's my younger, like, college girls. So I don't get to take breaks. I do, but I shouldn't. So I try to keep them. But, you know, some days you're just not really feeling it. So I'm not really.
Where'd you go to?
Orange Sky Yoga, which is in Aggieville. Yep. So I'll teach a 45-minute class of bar. So we'll do,
Well, you're a glutton for punishment.
I think so. Some days I think so.
You've got a joke for us? No?
You were reading over
Doesn't seem like it. You always have a joke ready.
I'm like this little kid. He says it loud enough so his parents can hear. It is 63 million dogs in the United States, and not one of them is mine.
I know, maybe this is it. I thought maybe people would start trickling in.
Monday, and so were Floyd and his one.
You just showed up, sorry. Yeah, my son, I had last minute kid issues. So, and then I called Jamie Sunday, but I know that not everyone gets on Facebook. So I was like, I don't know how to oh, that reminds me. We are doing that though. We're gonna do an email list. We thought that would be easier. So I can just email people. Do you use email?
I don't email. I should, but I have no idea what my
Okay.
address is.
Okay. What about,
The office and number, and we
and she has my number. She said she forgot that it was on the, inside the cabinet, and they have a form of everyone. She was like, I just had calls coming in and I forgot that her number was inside there. Yeah.
so we can just call here and she knows.
Yeah, you could call, because she should have it at the front, like, because I always tell Jamie. So if Jamie's communicating to her today, then you could call the front and say, are you guys having it? Most time I'm not going to cancel. It was mom life. You know, stuff happens, and
It's just good when you have a backup, like when I worked in a nursing home, somebody, their child was sick, they had to go to a doctor, or they were sick, and they didn't call until it was time to start, you know? Well, I'm the team leader, I can go and stay over until I can arrange for someone else to come in. But it's not very convenient when you don't find ahead of time.
yeah. And it's different here because my other job, I have subs. So if I can't teach a class, I just say, hey, can somebody sub my class? Well, there's no one to call here. So that's why they want me to record though. That way, if you ever couldn't get, you could still do a class. I mean, you could get online and watch, but I know not everyone's comfortable with the computer, but that's why we record the classes. Because I know that, well, I don't think you guys are open July 5th, an observance for 4th of July. Like a lot of places are not open, like my husband's not open. Well, I know the 4th's on Sunday, but I was thinking Monday you probably wouldn't be open, like most businesses. I won't be here that Monday because it's the 4th of July and we're out of town, but yeah, because it's in observance.
I don't know until we get the newsletter, but I would assume we're closed that Monday.
I would think so too, even though the 4th's on Sunday. Most people observe the Monday when it falls like that. So like my husband doesn't work. I wasn't planning to work because he's off, so we just took a long weekend to go see his mother-in-law. And then the only other vacation I have is, which Jamie knows about, is July 31st through the first week of August. We're going to Seattle.
There's somebody coming.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, I'm here.
That's right. Welcome.
Yeah, it's a man and a woman singing that.
Oh, well, I would have loved to meet you in person, Carol. I'm sorry that you came and I didn't get to meet you. Carol came on Monday in person. So it's growing. It's growing. Well,
Need some weight. What? Some weights. My weight. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about.
all right. We've got a couple more minutes here before we start. But yes, email, and then now she has my number at the front, so try to communication, but yeah.
She was disappointed on Monday. My problem was I paid for lunch, and then I found out. So then I went home and came back for lunch.
Oh, well, and you know,
It didn't kill me.
and did, oh my God, the name. Sorry, I just lost, see how that happens even at my, I just totally lost what I was gonna say when you were, maybe I thought of it and then I lost it. But there shouldn't be, like I said, there should, was camp and my kids and babysitter issues, but in the fall, I totally anticipate it's not gonna be such an issue.
No big deal. So this coming week, we're gonna have Monday and Wednesday.
Yes. What's the date? I believe so. I think I have it on. It should always be Monday and Wednesday unless something crazy happens. And then my understanding in the fall, I think it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday in session, because then my son will be in kindergarten, and so it won't be.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody will. We'll still stream for people that, because I know we have a lot of people that tune in from, that don't live here. But yeah, I'm here next week.
Come over here where everybody else is. Okay.
So I think the next time that I'm gone is Monday, July 5th, but even in the calendar it says observed for, so I think most people will be closed anyway.
You may be in the picture sitting there.
Oh, unless she doesn't, this, I can turn it too, so she doesn't have to worry about it. Well, Wilburga's kind of in it too, so. It didn't, that made it worse, didn't it? It was like really on her. They don't care. They're looking at me anyway, not you. Well, we ready to start?
Someone has noticed some fraudulent things.
Somebody just called you and said they noticed fraudulent things?
Yeah, Amazon has noticed some fraudulent things with my account.
Oh.
Well, do you ever buy things from
No.
Amazon? I know, I get things from them too. I get getting notified that I was receiving, which I never could understand what it
For
was, but it
Medicare?
was $1,300 from Amazon.
Whoa.
And, they never arrived.
You should have gotten 1,400 from the government, but that was it, and that's real. That should have gone in. The other thing is garbage. My car, the warranty is expired.
Some people
I
just
got
tell that you
a package
stupid
on the border. They found a package that was illegal,
Mm-hmm.
and there will be charges filed against me.
Oh.
And Medicare is going to.
I just don't answer those calls.
They wouldn't call her.
I never answer a phone. If I don't recognize your number, I say, if you really know me, you'll leave a voicemail. I'm not answering it.
That's what I hope people will do because
Yep.
I very seldom answer the phone anymore.
Yep, I'm like, unless I,
It's crazy.
Well, I have somebody that
yep, I let it just leave me a voicemail. And then if I know you, you'll leave me a voicemail. And then I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, let's start with our ball. We're going to stand to start this morning. Good morning, Betty. Happy to have you here this morning. If you don't have a ball at home, you can use a pillow, or I've had clients use a stuffed animal, like a teddy bear, anything. And you don't have to use the ball. We're gonna do that this morning. So this morning, we're gonna start with our ball, pillow, whatever you have into your chest. And you can do this seated, but I just thought we set the last class. We're gonna get up and move. So you're just gonna push into that ball. So squeeze your hands into the ball. Nice job. We talked about this. We did a little bit of ball work in the first class. It's really good if you have arthritis to hold a ball with your hands. So that's why we're doing some of this stuff today. So just squeeze. Nice job. And we're gonna add on, and I don't want you to think about squat, okay? Think about more of just like a little knee bend. But as you knee bend and sink those hips back, squeeze into the ball. Don't hold the squeeze. It's a pulse down, pulse down. Beautiful. Squeezing and lifting. Breathing into it. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rock it out. So we're gonna just, I say rock it, but it's a little walk. Nice job. Beautiful. Warming up here. Keep going. Nice job. A little itch on my arm. All right, adding on. We're gonna take this ball underneath your armpit, and you're gonna hold it. Put your arm up like you're giving a high five. You can put this hand on your hip or you can hold your chair. You can do this with a pillow, and you're just gonna move that elbow into your arm. So squeeze that ball. Squeeze. I know this feels kind of weird. It's a little strange, but that ball feels pop out, huh? So we really have to work that side body here.
That ball is hard to deal with.
Oh yeah, do you want one of these? I didn't realize she had a hard ball. You want one of these?
I was trying to use that.
Yeah, I thought you had a softer ball. You do want one of these. I think these are terrible to work with. You'll like this ball better. Yeah, this will be, that one will be easier for. So we're going to use our minds this morning. So as we lift up, grab the ball. And then bring it back under. Squeeze. Lift. I know, grab the ball. Nice job. So around, put it back under. And you have your elbow into it. Squeeze. Grab the ball. Nice work. I know I'm making our little brain curls. Our mind is working overtime right here, right? Nice job. Back under. Squeeze it in. And around. Let's do that one more time. In and under. Squeeze. And release. So we're working our shoulders, right? Mobility of our shoulders doing that. We had to work our side body to keep that ball in there, right? So let's walk it out again, and then we'll switch sides. And you can do this seated, but we're standing to work out the kinks this morning. Nice work. All right, let's switch to that other side. So you're gonna take that ball underneath here. We're waving, so you wanna try to keep your elbow up and just squeeze into the ball. And it's gonna wanna feel like it's gonna roll away from you. And it doesn't have to be a hard squeeze. Nice job. You can use a pillow at home if you don't have a ball. Oh, my stomach's growling. Sorry, you probably heard that that was loud on screen. Nice job. All right, we're gonna grab it out. And squeeze on the ball. Up and over. And back under. Little pulse on that ball.
We're supposed to think while we're...
Yep, you got to think while you're doing this. I know. It's good for us. We got to work our muscle and our muscle mind here. Nice job. Back in, squeeze. There, yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I don't think I'm flexible enough to do that behind my back. One more here. Up and back in. Squeeze and release. Shake it out. Nice job. You can always do this seated. You could sit in your chair anytime you need it.
So what was he doing?
I have no idea.
He said, put it back. Try to put it behind your back.
Just try to put that under your arm.
Under your arm, like this. Right? Oh, see? I can't even do it. I would drop it, Meredith. I'm not flexible enough to get my arm back.
You have to reset your arm. After it gets dislocated,
Okay, I'll try not to.
So we're gonna do, and you can do this seated, you don't have to stand, but you're gonna put the ball right here. But this time, put your palms forward, and you can do this with a pillow. Yep, and sometimes it takes a minute to get it in there. And we're just going to squeeze the ball and lift up and down. So we're working our biceps here with this ball. So who says you have to have weights to work biceps? You don't. So squeezing on that ball, lifting them up. Nice job. Breathing. 5. We're going to hold our arms long here, and 3 more. We're going to hold that squeeze. So hold out and just push into the ball. Squeeze, squeeze. And of course you can do this seated in your chair. You can sit down if standing starts to feel too much. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can release for just a moment. We're going to do one more shoulder thing, and then we're going to move on to something else. So we're going to put the ball this way with our hands towards each other this time. So we're going to lift here and lift up, but squeeze on the ball, squeeze and lift. Nice job. Breathing. And your lift into that shoulder lift doesn't have to be super big because we don't want to arch our back to get it up high. So it's just a little lift. 4, and we're going to hold our shoulder press here. 3, 2, so hold right here and then just push into the ball. And this is the worst one. It burns, I know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Do any of those rolls that feel good with your arm. Listening to your body. Stretch it out wherever those kinks have developed when we're doing that. One more thing with the ball. And we did this in our first session and we thought this was really good if you have arthritis and mobility issues. So you're going to put the ball right here in your bicep and you're going to grab that ball. And all we're going to do is roll the ball down and roll it back up. So as we age, it gets harder and harder to hold things and keep them gripped. So this is a really good exercise for that. We're also working our bicep and shoulders here. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna hold that squeeze, and all I want you to do is squeeze on that ball. So really using those fingers and hands. Nice job, just squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, this is important. Hand starts to hurt, right? Maybe even down here. So roll out your wrist. That might feel good. Opening and closing is also a good choice. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do that on the other side. So into that little crease, and you're just going to roll up the ball in and down. A little bicep curl with a ball. And you really have to focus on squeezing it so it doesn't get out of your grip here. Nice job. Beautiful. 5. We're going to hold again. 3, 2, 1 more here. Hold it in and squeeze. Just grab that ball, just grip it. Nice job. Squeezing tightly, or maybe you're using a pillow at home. Just squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Maybe roll out that wrist again. Nice job. And I like what Meredith's doing, so we're going to do that. We're just going to do it, coach. That is a good idea. And you can do this with a pillow, and you don't even have to use anything. You could just pretend there's something there and wrap your arms around, okay? But this is good, thinking about not dropping the ball. Yep, and you can switch the other direction.
Flip it over.
Oh, now Meredith's just showing off over there. Oh, good catch. Nice job. Shaking it out. Nice job. Maybe you want to dance. I don't know. All right. We're going to take a seat for the end of our session this morning. So take your time getting there. Actually, I'll take everybody's ball. How about that? Since I'm standing. I'll take your ball. Ball. Oops. All right. There we go. Oh, okay. Thank you. We'll get our weights and do a little bit with our weights to finish off class. He's taking his time.
He's waiting on his weights.
It's a good plan. All right.
If I lean over, I won't be able to straighten out.
All right. Whew. Are we ready? You got a joke for us?
Ready?
Yep. All right. All right, we're going to sit nice and tall, and we're going to lift our weights we're going to do some bicep curls this morning. Nice job. It's lifting and lowering. Squeezing the top here. Good job. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to do 4 more, and we're going to hold this bend, and I'll show you what that looks like. So you're going to hold that 90 degrees so my biceps are engaged the whole time. I'm going to reach out and then pull it back in. So my biceps are in that 90 degree the whole time, and I'm just moving that weight forward. There you go, sitting nice and tall. Keep that core engaged. Breathing. Pulling it back. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Nice job. Roll it out if you need to. Sometimes just holding those weights can start to aggravate your hands. So we're going to lean forward just a little bit so we can hinge over. And we're going to come into what I call flies. And I want you to keep, it's almost like you're holding a beach ball. So lifting that beach ball up. And you're looking right down in front of you. Spine stays nice and long. We're working that mid back, trying to pull those shoulder blades together when we lift those arms.
Sorry.
Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it out if you need to. Whew. All right. Now, I don't know if we've done this in here, but we're going to do it today. So we're going to take our arms forward. I'm going to turn so they can see me here. And we're still hinged over, but we're going to pull the weights up and down. So you might have to, yep, there you go, Meredith. Those arms on the chair. Pull them up, push them down. So still working that mid back. Breathing into it. Really lifting those elbows up. Nice job. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. We haven't done that one, have we? That was a good one. Oh, that feels good. If you need to stretch it out, I know, because your arms, shoulders, back start to talk to you when we do some of that stuff. Nice work. All right, we're gonna come into our chest. So we're gonna take the weights in front of us, work our chest muscles. So if you wanna sit all the way back in your chair, as long as you're seated really tall, you can push yourself all the way back. Push those arms forward, pull them back. Nice job. Inhale them back, exhale, push, release. Nice job. You got this. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Karen, she's like, I'm done today. She's tired. I don't blame you. We worked hard today. We did some new things and worked our muscles hard, didn't we? We're gonna set the weights down. We're gonna do some core stuff, and then that's it. And then you're done. You've graduated to your cool down. So grab a drink of water. Stretch it out. Whew. Nice work. All right, we are going to do some core, and then we'll finish. So we are going to scoot ourselves up just a little bit. And you can, guys, I don't know if you know Judy, but you can thank Judy for this. We were going to do this on the floor. We're going to do it in our chair. So we call this the dead bug. So we take our arms up, and to start, you're just going to lean back, take those arms back, and then lift the spine. Beautiful. Lift and up. So you want enough space behind that chair that you can get that C spine, so you really feel your core trying to lift you up. Nice job. It's a little harder with the arms up, isn't it?
Make sure you've got a back on your chair.
Yes, make sure you have a back on your chair. Good point, Meredith. All right.
Poor people have to come pick you up.
We're gonna hold it. So you're gonna hold where you feel where your abs are engaged, and you're just going to lift your knees up. In, exhaling as you release the leg down, really pulling that core back, and you're trying to keep your chest lifted. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, release. We got one more thing, but I'm gonna let you take a little break before we go on to the next thing. We're gonna alternate there, and your back might start to feel it, so a little stretching of the back might feel good too. Okay, last thing I wanna show you first. So we did that C spine, lifted. We're gonna do opposite arm. It goes back, okay? This is where we're going. So our mind has to think too, right? I know, I'm tricking you there, but it's good for you. So we're gonna lean back so we feel that C spine. Arms are gonna come up. Opposite leg, opposite arm. We call this dead bug, but we're, instead of doing it on the floor, we're doing it in our chair. Nice job. I forgot what I was doing, see? Even me. I just was like, where was I at with my leg? I don't know.
Nobody's noticing.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are done. Are you happy? Karen's happy.
You're ready to quit already. Yeah. I've only 3 sessions.
She worked hard. All right. Let's stay a nice stand. Seat nice and tall. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, just gently release to the left side. Gentle little spinal twist. So you're sitting nice and tall, and just feel that rotation in your back a little bit, because your back probably started to talk to you. when we were doing some of those back exercises. And exhale, come center. Let's inhale, tall, and to the right side this time. Feel that little spinal stretch there. Nice job. And exhale forward. Let's put our hands on our thighs here. We're gonna do my favorite, is inhale, heart forward. Exhale, push those palms around the spine. Inhale, heart forward. Using your own breath, cadence, your tempo here. Everybody's breath is at a different speed. And in. And exhale. One more time here. Nice work. We're going to keep our left leg bent right forward here with our toe pointed. Inhale up. Exhale, reach for those toes. Coming back to feeling grounded, hopefully. Celebrating the movement you just created. Finding that space in your heart where you feel super yummy and good about your choices today. Showing up. All good things for your body. And exhale, slowly roll up. We're going to switch the other side. Foot's going to go forward, right leg's bent. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and fold. Just releasing everything. And slowly roll up. Let's do some shoulder. Your neck too with it, if that feels good. You can kind of roll it around. Nice job. And when you're ready, you can switch the directions of those shoulders. Adding that neck too if that feels good. Nice job. One final thing for yourself this morning. Make sure that you visualize that love for yourself. Celebrate being able to be present here for you. All good things. Scoop up that love. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Release. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Monday, I'll be here. Monday, I'll be here. Friday, I'll be online. Friday, if you watch online, we're going to try a new platform. We're going to do Zoom. So if you have Zoom on your computer or your tablets, you just got to download it. And then I'm going to post the link on our Facebook page. So you'll just have to click, it's numbers. It's like a meeting number. Click the numbers. It'll take you right to the page. And then on Zoom, what's really cool is I actually get to hear your voices and faces. I get to talk to you. On Facebook Live, I can't talk to you. You can only type me. So if you want to join, that's what we're going to do on Friday, and we'll post it on here. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on Friday.
I'll see you Monday and Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
That be Thursday or